Hello everyone, my name is Salah. I'm participating in CodeBase's Resume Project Challenge 17. In this presentation, I will walk you through a data-driven analysis of Bharat Herald, a legacy newspaper organization with operations across 5 Indian states. The insight is visualized into three different dashboards, and almost all insights will be explained. The problem statement is that Bharat Herald is at a turning point. What is a leader in regional journalism with over 1.2 million copies printed daily. But between 2019 and 2024, circulation has fallen to under 560,000. The pandemic accelerated a shift toward digital. So Bharat Herald launched e-paper in 2021. And it struggled due to poor mobile usability. So the result became a serious financial and operational challenge. Advertiser confidence has declined, and some bureaus have shut down. So my role as a data analyst is to answer three key questions. The first question is what exactly went wrong, and where do recovery opportunities exist, and what roadmap can guide a phased digital transformation? So let's start with by understanding what exactly went wrong. The first issue is an structural decline in print circulation. From 2019 to 2024, circulation has fallen every single year, at least 5% yearly. Both copies sold and net circulation are down, showing us that print is no longer able to sustain growth. What makes it more serious is that these declines are not limited to one or two cities. It is a nationwide trend. Another problem is profitability mismatch. When we look at this left bar chart, in 2024, we see that the cities with the largest circulation bases like Jaipur, Varanasi, Mumbai, and Delhi are not necessarily the most profitable from perspective of ad revenue per copy. Look this middle bar chart. So instead, other cities like Patna, Lucknow, and Ranchi and Ahmedabad deliver high ad revenue per copy. But this is not only in 2024. When we look at this scatter chart between 2019 and 2024, the correlation between circulation and ad revenue is negative at minus 0.77. This means that more circulation is not translating into more money. For example, Varanasi and Jaipur have print the most copies but generate relatively low ad revenue, while cities like Patna and Bhopal generate more revenue despite lower circulation. So this tells us that Bharat Herald focused too much on chasing volume, while when in reality efficiency and and revenue per copy should have been the real priority. Print waste is really another challenge. As we have seen before, big metros like Varanasi, Jaipur, Mumbai, and Delhi print so many copies, but they also generate the most waste. While waste ratio are somewhat similar across cities, as we can understand from this bottom bar chart, the absolute numbers of waste gap are huge. But on the positive side, the overall waste has been decreasing. However, Delhi's waste gap has actually increased over the past 2 years, and Kanpur and Varanasi's waste rose last year. This points to a lack of alignment between supply and actual demand. The fourth challenge is at ad revenue category. Ad categories that were once strong, like FMCG, have collapsed sharply with a 47 drop in 2024. But other categories recovered, like real estate. It bounced back 17% growth. This shows that decline of advertisers' confidence. Finally, Bharat Herald has struggled in its digital transition. Cities like Kambur and Ranji show strong digital readiness, meaning people have smartphones, internet access, and literacy, but the engagement with digital pilots has been very weak. This proves that simply having infrastructure isn't enough. Content and engagement strategies must be in place. So, in summary, Bharat core problem are structural decline in print, profitability mismatch across cities, waste inefficiency, and decline in ad revenue, and slow digital engagement in some cities. Now that we know what went wrong, let's focus on the recovery opportunities. The first opportunity lies in cities with high print efficiency in 2024. From this SQL report, we can see that cities like Ranji, Ahmedabad, Patna, Jaipur, and Varanasi have the highest efficiency ratio. These cities generate more ad revenue per copy, except Jaipur and Varanasi. But Jaipur and Varanasi generate more revenue last year, as we can start from this bar chart. So I believe that these cities represent a more sustainable print business model. The second opportunity is in digital readiness cities. Kambur, for example, has high digital readiness, but the issue is low engagement. This SQL report shows that in 2024, 2021, when the e-paper is launched, Kambur had the highest digital readiness score, but it was among the bottom three in digital pilot engagement. So Bharat Herald can fix this with targeted campaigns and localized content. If Bharat Herald cracks the engagement strategy, I believe this city can become a success story. The third opportunity is ad revenue diversification. One of the business requests was to identify any ad category that contributed more than 50% of the total yearly ad revenue. So what I identified is that no single ad category contributed more than 50% of the total yearly ad revenue between 2019 and 2024. Even at its peak, real estate was only 39%. So this diversification is actually a strength. It protects Bharat Herald from over-reliance on one sector. But at the same time, to rebuild the trust, Bharat Herald needs to innovate ad formats. For example, sponsored content and synchronized campaigns across both print and digital platforms. Additionally, advertisers care about ROI. So, what Bharat Herald can do is to track ROI with measurable metrics like click-through rates, engagement, and most importantly, conversions. So that can help regain advertiser trust. The fourth and last opportunity is in digital fast content formats. India now has almost 900 million internet users, largely driven by affordable smartphones and data. Platforms like WhatsApp, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts are becoming a major source of news. So Bharat Herald can benefit this by offering daily WhatsApp bulletins and also news in 60 kilobits and live coverage of high interest events like elections and cricket matches. Finally, let's talk about the roadmap, a vast digital transformation plan that connects insights to actions. The first phase is to strengthen the core. And what I recommend is to start by improving print efficiency and reducing waste. Use predictive analytics to better match copies print with actual demand, especially in cities like Delhi and Kanpur where waste gaps are growing. Additionally, focus investment is on cities like now Patna, Ranchi, and Bhopal, which are already more profitable per copy. The second phase is to relaunch digital pilot. What I recommend Bharat Herald to do is to launch digital editions in top three priority cities like now Ahmedabad and Bhopal. These cities score high in digital readiness and have strong pilot engagement as well as they have manageable print declines. On the other hand, in high readiness but low engagement cities like Kabul, what I recommend is to launch low cost, high impact campaigns such as WhatsApp news, bulletins, and short videos. And this is to convert readiness into actual user adoptions. For metros like Delhi and Mumbai, where readiness is low but engagement is high, my recommendation is to focus on eBay and WhatsApp deliveries and also hybrid printed digital bundles. One is digital ballot to show traction. Phase three is to scale new revenue models. So my recommendation is to introducing subscription bundles, loyalty programs, and pay per article options. These models can attract both price-sensitive users and premium subscribers. A case study shows that Second Media Group bundled subscriptions with concert pieces and FMCG freebies. So this strategy led to 25,000 paid subscribers. The fourth and last phase is to build a digital first identity. So my recommendation is to invest in video faster and mobile first journalism. Shorter form videos, reels, live coverage should become the backbone of Bharat Herald's digital content strategy. The second is to strengthen regional credibility by hiring local journalists and co-creating content with trusted community influencers. This builds trust at the grassroots level, where credibility often makes or breaks digital adoption. Finally, my recommendation is to expand the digital rollout city by city, prioritizing based on readiness, engagement, and brand decline. So to sum up, by following this phased roadmap, Bharat Herald can gradually transition from a print-first model that is in decline to a hybrid and eventually digital-first model that is profitable, sustainable, and trusted. Thank you very much.